Welcome to Fukuoka, Japan. Gone are the beaches and the white sands and turquoise oceans of Okinawa, and here we are in Fukuoka, actually in Hakata station, outside of Fukuoka. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Nathan, Happy Gaijin, aka Ninja Monkey, and I just had a life-changing experience, I swear. Like, wow. Very much wow. Anyway, I put some guidance on my foot watch. Let's go for a little walk, right? Welcome, welcome, welcome from Hakata. I'm wearing my Orion shirts. Okay. Let's turn things around so you can see what's going on. The Starbucks up there, and by the way, Hakata station is a little bit more complicated than what I remember from my last trip. But I am going to tell you about seriously what could potentially now become a core memory. You know what I mean by a core memory? Something that happens that you won't forget ever. And yes, it happened here in Fukuoka. If you're watching, let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. Say hello in the chat below. Yeah, I'm gonna walk about, probably gonna be an hour stream, more or less. I've just got back from Okinawa, from Ishigaki, Okinawa. It was a 2-hour flight from Ishigaki to Fukuoka. Craft brewing, nice. How are you doing, everyone? Japan, how are you doing? Just finished the Okinawa vlog and now you're live. So much gaijin. I know, right? I think Nathan can't see that now. It's a little bit delayed. It's appeared right now. It's appeared right now. I don't know why it didn't appear before, but yeah. I edited that vlog between the airport and the flight, hot off the heels of arriving in Japan, arriving in Fukuoka from Okinawa. But I want to put out more content like that, more vloggy, easy content, so that I have a memory of my trip and you guys can sort of get ideas for when and if you ever decide to go to Ishigaki, which I 100% think you should. Oh, I missed a few. Hello, Nathan. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Now the chat is, seems to have caught up. So you can say hello again. Right. If you've been watching, if you've just gone onto my Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I swear, I've just had a life-changing experience. I have literally just had the best meal of my life. I am not kidding you. I have had the best ramen, potentially the best meal I've ever had, ever, in Hakata station in Fukuoka. It's mind-blowing, mind-boggling how freaking amazing I had Sukumen ramen, and it was just like I can't even describe it. It was everything and more. Like, I bought myself a beer and I drank the beer at the end because I didn't want to even destroy or spoil the flavors and the combinations. It was, I can't explain it, seriously. You know, I've had good ramen before, and actually here in Hakata, last time I was here, I had quite a lot of good ramen, but maybe I've just forgotten how freaking good this place is for ramen. I think this is definitely the best place for ramen. Now, it's up there. So I'm here for 3-4 days. I'm going to be exploring the area, and I'm going to be having as much ramen as I freaking can have, because if I can find something better than yesterday, then it's going to get better than this meal. Then it's going to be a bit crazy, because I can't imagine anything better than that. I swear. Sorry, that's enough ramen talk. I'll say it again later for those of you who join in a little bit later. Love the island videos. I hope you will visit more Japan islands. I hope so too. That's my plan. My plan is to explore more islands for sure. Right, let's see. Gotta turn left here. Let's turn things around. This is very different to Okinawa this morning, where I was. Ishigaki is such a slow-paced, like tranquil, awesome, chill location. And yeah, and I have to say that going to Okinawa halfway through my trip was absolutely spot on. If you saw the vlog, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'd already spent 3 weeks-ish in Japan. This is around my midpoint now of my trip. Crazy, midpoint. But going to Okinawa was the break away from Japan, in Japan, that I needed. So yeah, going to Okinawa was a break from Japan, in Japan, and it was fantastic. I feel like it's I've rebooted myself, you know, giving me more energy for the next 3 weeks. What's the vibe like in Fukuoka? I don't really know, because I arrived from the airport, I went to the hotel, I finished editing the video, uploaded it, and came straight out for the meal. And right now the vibe is delicious, right now. But I've been to Fukuoka before. Fukuoka is a city that's trying to become like Silicon Valley, but in Japan. So it's supposedly has lots of startups, tech startups, and younger sort of people. So now I'll obviously have to be vigilant and keep an eye out for the feeling of this place in the next few days. But right now it just feels like any normal, ordinary sort of city. Okay, let's see. Isn't this exactly where I just started? What the hell? Apple Maps. I'm using Apple Maps. It's so crap. I swear. It's taking me around the block, and I just started over there. Guys. Oh boy, anyway. the scenic view, route, I guess. The Ishigaki-gyu looked amazing. It was amazing, but I still stand by. I think that like that Hida beef and even Kobe is better than the Ishigaki-gyu. What I had anyway. Hello, first time chatting. Welcome, first timer. Let me turn the camera around. Welcome, first timer. Thank you for being here. Let me just read your comment. Watched a lot of your videos before I took my first trip to Japan, mainly Tokyo, and I had the time of my life the first 2 weeks of July. I miss Japan so much. I'm here and I already miss it. Yeah, check out my Instagram. Thanks, JJI, for sharing, and Japan, and thanks for your help always. Nick from Kyushu Live channel. I'm gonna have to look this person up because I don't really know many people here in Kyushu, so namaste. Okay, let's turn things around and continue. I am so stuffed, but in the best possible way ever, I swear. Right, according to this, I need to cross the road. Now, can I cross the road, or do I have to go up the... Okay, let's go up. Anthony Moreno, my man. Thank you so much. Good morning, night, Nathan. I finally woke up early enough to catch a stream. Well, thank you so much for the early donation. Arigatou gozaimasu. Good question, by the way, about the accommodation, because actually I'm staying in a hotel called Toyo Hotel, and it's a business style, sort of feels a little bit run down, I'm not gonna lie, but then again it might be because I've just come from Okinawa, where the hotel was more like a resort style hotel. The hotel had 2 or 3 different wings. It had a big store, 2 or 3 different restaurants, a swimming pool, not a big swimming pool, but it had a swimming pool. Breakfast was included, so maybe it's difficult to compare like a hotel, like coming to a business hotel next to the station. It's probably a bad comparison, to be honest, right? This is very near Hakata Station. Very, very near indeed. We've just walked from Hakata Station, actually, probably 5 minutes away. Would I recommend Appa hotels? Absolutely. I think that if you do a little bit of research, you'll find that some Appa hotels are newer than others. And if you can find an Appa hotel that's relatively new, then you're probably in for a win, you know? I stay in Appa hotels all the time. The new ones are sort of quite resorty. Some of them even have swimming pools and stuff in them. A lot of Appa hotels now also have hot springs, like public baths, and they are pretty cool. But then there are some Appa hotels that are quite old, like in Kyoto, and there's a Appa hotel which has a spectacular view, but the rooms are a little bit dated. No, I am not. I'm not talking about a Toyoko Inn. I'm talking about a Toyo Hotel. It's. I don't know if it's a. I don't know if it's a branch, like a chain. I booked this hotel a few months ago when I was planning my trip. You see, so basically, I just wanted a hotel that was near the station, so that I could do like day trips. Because I've been to Fukuoka before, so I don't feel that I need to do all the like Fukuoka stuff. But I wanted to be close to the station, and that's basically why. The price was similar to any other hotel. The Appa hotel was way too expensive here for some reason, so I just went for that one. And ultimately, for this type of trip that I'm taking right now, it's just a clean bed and a shower. That's all. But saying that, I'm not gonna lie, the room is a little bit dated. It's not dirty, it's just dated, So I need to change the setting here because I don't know why. Is that better? Auto? What? So I'm trying to change a setting. They were building a brand new one in Namba. Wow. Super high building. Yeah, I stayed in one in Osaka, also quite new, and it had a swimming pool, and it was like a super tall one also. Hey, only one night you watched the video. Awesome. The Okinawa. I've just come back literally a few hours ago from Okinawa, hence my Okinawan sort of like attire. But Okinawa was fun. It was wonderful. It was just what I needed. So it used to be 3 beds, bathroom, and no bugs. Exactly, no bugs. Oh, the 3 Bs. Okay. Bed, bathroom, and no bugs. Haven't been to many Matsuri. I actually haven't, other than the Matsuri that I bumped into in Sugamo in Tokyo the other day. I have not been to any Matsuri. My plan this trip is to finish and complete all of the prefectures of Japan, and not necessarily try to fit any Matsuri. Matsuris, they happen all the time everywhere. Last year I did a lot of Matsuri and it was a lot of fun. And this year, if I just happen to be in a place and I notice that there's something going on, then I'll do it, Hey, from Malaysia, awesome. Hey, mate, the shirt is amazing. I am so in love with this shirt. It's an Orion beer shirt. I'll show you now in a minute. If I find a little ledge, I'll give you a little a catwalk. You dropped something on your keyboard. I hope the keyboard's okay. There's so many apples, I swear. There's one over there. There was one behind. There's one next to my hotel. That's where I'm walking. I'm walking to the canal area right now. It's about, 20-minute walk from where I was before. But I don't want to overdo it. I haven't really brought any video gear with me. Only my gimbal and my DJI Pocket. That's it. What's for dinner tonight? Actually, for those of you who are joining in right now, why did I title this life-changing title? Why? Because I've just had a life-changing meal here in Fukuoka. I've had tsukumen ramen, and it was, I think, the best meal I've had ever, like in my life. Can I even exaggerate, really? If not one of the best meals I've had in my life, definitely the best ramen I've ever had, or tsukumen ramen. It was crazy. Like, the noodles were amazing. The egg was perfect. The broth was like thick and had a bit of, I don't know, everything that you can imagine. It's definitely one of those core memory sort of like things. I think I need to go that way. It's definitely made a core memory now that I will never forget. It's warm. I've put it, Anthony Moreno, I put it on my Instagram. I've included the Instagram page. I've included some video footage and some me being exaggerated, or not exaggerated, but check out my Instagram. It's all there. The link to the Instagram account is there. "17 years, dude. It's time, it's time." It's hot. It's very hot. It's a little bit cooler today, but it's been very, very hot. And actually I've been very lucky because in Ishigaki I was speaking to one of the locals there. I said, "Oh, it's perfect. It's hot, very hot, but it's not that humid." And they said that it wasn't very humid only because they'd had a typhoon recently, and after a typhoon, the first few days after a typhoon, there isn't much humidity. The humidity goes and then it comes back. So I literally went at the perfect time. I mean, there was a little bit of humidity, but nothing compared to Tokyo, you know? And apparently it was because of the typhoon that had come and gone. By the way, everyone that's watching, what time is it where you're watching? So in the station, there's a alley called Ramen Alley or something like that, or Hakata Ramen Alley. Oh, okay, so Las Vegas is similar. Basically, after a storm, it's better. So yeah, I timed it perfectly, really. Although I'm not gonna lie, I was quite scared. As in, I was following that typhoon thinking, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to finish all the prefectures of Japan because of the typhoon. But it worked out pretty well. Very unlikely that there will be snow in late November. The most likely time for snow, depending, obviously if you're going to be in Hokkaido, then yes, but the most likely time for snow is the very end of December, but really January. And it depends what part of Japan. I feel like I've come to a slightly quieter part of Fukuoka. Although, check that out. The ship. Let me just that could be out of like London or something. Wow. Okay, I think I found a spot here. Or maybe not, because people are going to look at me and they're going to think I'm crazy, because I already look like I'm crazy. So I'm going here. I have not officially finished all the prefetches. I have like 3 or 4 left. They should be done next week. Or in the next few days anyway, they should be done. It looks like a pub in your hometown. It does literally feel like it's a pub from the UK, right? Oh, that Tesla, that white Tesla behind me before, it freaked me out, because you know how Teslas don't really make a sound? They just sort of creep up on you. They're quite scary, really. But I remember last time I came, I really liked Fukuoka. I don't really have any specific plans for tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's a Fukuoka day. But my plan is to just wake up in the morning and decide what to do. Because I have visited quite a few of the places here. Last time I was here for 2 days with a friend, and we did quite a lot of Fukuoka stuff. Oh yeah, they're making a Dragon Ball theme park in Dubai. Yeah, Dubai is very slowly purchasing a lot of intellectual property. Now, it will be interesting, because I think people come to Japan. Yes, some of the like otaku people and the weebs and people interested in anime will come for that. But I think that what people underestimate is that people come to Japan because of the culture behind the anime. The fact that you go to walking through a station and you see, anime posters and signs and billboards. And going to a theme park might be pretty cool. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. But you cannot replicate the essence of Japan. And you just can't replicate the essence of Japan. It's just going to be a theme park. The weebs. The weebs. I've been to Nagasaki before, so you see, it's all about potentially. It's all about having a look at places that I haven't been to. Interestingly, the connection here is the bit rate is lower than anywhere else I've been in Japan, which is kind of interesting, because even in Ishigaki it was quite okay, I mean, still pretty good, but right, let me show you my shirt, guys. I love my new shirt. It's straight out of, like, I've just come out of Okinawa, of course. My first time driving in Japan also. Done and dusted. I can now answer the question if anybody ever asks, have you ever driven in Japan? Let me show you. So, doo-doo. Check out my, look at the details. Orion beer. Peace. Pretty cool, huh? Let's check out some of those. The Weebs, hi, hello, that's me. Hey, from London, hello. The Weebs, Weeb here. That's a cool shirt, I know, right? I was on the fence of whether I should purchase it or not purchase it, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it, right? How was driving? It was quite enjoyable. I think I would totally recommend, if you're gonna drive for the very first time, that you do so like on an island or in a like a country sort of inaka, like rural area, because it's quite straightforward. Yeah, like I said, if it's Hokkaido, then yes, probably. But usually when people ask, will it snow, they're not referring to Hokkaido, or they specifically say, would it snow in Hokkaido? This is what I find. I find that people categorize Japan as sort of Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, and then everywhere else is more specific. So if anybody asks a general question, I try to answer it like as if they're asking about Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. And usually they will ask a question like, in Hokkaido does this, or in Kyushu, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, earlier on the question was about snowing in November, so I just categorized it. Right, I think we're gonna have to cross soon. Japan, the Weeb. Ichiban. Ain't we all? Actually, it feels a little bit cooler right now. I want to come here tomorrow evening for dinner, the area that we're coming to now. I do wish I was back in Okinawa, I'm not gonna lie. I could have done with 3 more days. Because it's the kind of place where it takes 2 days for you to figure out like how to do it, if that makes any sense. Have you ever been to a place where like it takes 2 or 3 days for you to figure out the best way to organize yourself, or the best things to do? Well, that's what happened to me in Okinawa. I mean, I had quite a clear plan of what I wanted to do, but it was like yesterday when I had the aha moment, the wow moment, where I I thought if I was to do this again, I would literally spend a day traveling to the various little islands that are scattered around, you know, because I only went to Taketomi Island from Ishigaki Island, but there are some other islands, you know, and yeah, there are some other islands that look pretty darn spectacular, and I would in the future return and, you know, travel, spend one day or one night in each. That's what I would do. Okay, so this area looks more traditional now, doesn't it? Wow. This is quite nice at night. With all the signs and the little lanterns. Only one night. I didn't feel that way at all. I think that it's a sort of it's weird. I think it's a sort of place that survives off tourism. Honestly, I mean, what would they do with all that Ishigaki beef if the tourists weren't eating it? I can't imagine that the population would be like many people, like like locals, the hotels, you know. So I think that they are used to it. The only thing is that it's mainly like Japanese families, I would say. I saw a handful of Westerners here and there. I mean, it's a very famous place. It's one of the most beautiful, has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, I would say. So it's definitely a look. Oh, and I also saw lots of cruise ships. So a cruise ship would sort of like would dock in port, and then, you know, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people would come on shore for a few hours, and then they would disappear. So will there ever be Ninja Monkey merch? I kind of do have, but it's via Patron and a lot of patience. At the moment, to be honest, I cannot really give any time to sorting out merch right now. So the way I've done it is, if you're a patron, then after 6 months you receive something. So if you're the top tier patron, after a year you receive something, after a year and a half you receive something, after 2 years you receive something. And actually it should be happening now, but I'm here, so I will have to do that when I get home. Because there are a few people that should be receiving bandanas next, I think, because some of the patrons already received t-shirts. So just in case you didn't know that. Also, I send postcards to the top tier patrons and those who become patrons first for the first time. And I've got some awesome Okinawan postcards that I need to write and send. So I might spend some time tomorrow doing that. I wasn't able to send it from Okinawa, but I can send it from here, from Fukuoka. But I bought the postcards in Okinawa, so that's quite cool, I think. Anthony Moreno. Yay. Anthony Moreno, I'll have to check. It's at the moment it's for the top tier patron, but I'll have to check because I think you paused for a little bit of time, so I need to go back and see how many months. Basically, if you're a top tier patron for a certain amount of months, then you will receive something from me. So I will check, but I won't be able to check until I'm back home in Gibraltar in 3 weeks' time. And also what I do is if people decide that they want to like upgrade, then I figure out what the difference is. And so if you've been a patron in the lower tiers and you want to upgrade for the merch, then I will look at, you know, the equivalent, how many months you've been or whatever. But it's the best I can do right now, unfortunately.
No.
Wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way. I am totally going the wrong way. My remaining prefixes are Oita. So they're Oita, Miyazaki, one more here in Kyushu I've forgotten the name of, and Toyama, and that's it. I believe that's it. So I will be doing Toyama. Potentially I could maybe even do it with maybe with a guest. We shall see. Oh, I remember this now. So somewhere around here, but it might be a little bit late now. Is it not down here? They usually maybe it's too late right now. It's already 10:15. There was loads of like food stalls, like street market sort of thing. Wow. Or maybe it was further on, we'll see. But I remember it being next to the river for some reason. My mission is almost complete, indeed. But just because it's complete doesn't mean that I stop, you know, like traveling in Japan. Right, let's see. Yeah, I'm at my halfway point of the trip. Basically halfway point. It's been just 3 weeks, and I'll have just under 3 weeks before I return home. And I've been filming here and there. I've got some videos. I've got some interesting things coming up. But I've been, you know, filming a lot of B-roll just so that, for example, here in Fukuoka, I don't need to make a video about Fukuoka, I don't think. But whilst I'm in Fukuoka, I will take some B-roll, and then if I ever mention Fukuoka in a future video, I'll have some B-roll that I can sort of like say, you know, like. Oh, this seems to be like very full of people right now. Wow. So I guess that I've reached where it's happening. I'm gonna keep the camera pointed at me for a little bit because there's just loads of people here. and Sam, I'm probably going to be demonetized. What's on with YouTube and freaking, I can't even have 2 seconds of a song without being demonetized. I can't believe it. It's absolutely crazy. They should know, like, when you're, you know, they have all this AI technology. They should know when you're purposely using a song and when you're not purposely using a song, right? I would say. Whew. Pretty cool. I wouldn't mind coming and checking this out during the day. Some sort of drag queen club, I guess. I don't know where I am. Interesting. I think I'm in the kabukicho like equivalent here. But surprisingly, it feels more seedy than kabukicho, which is kind of crazy, right? Which is why I'm keeping the camera pointing at me, because actually feels a little bit more seedy than normal, and I don't want to get into trouble, you know. So lots of girl clubs and stuff like that around here, so I'm just gonna keep the camera on me. Hello everyone, boring, I know. But hey, I can read the room, if that makes any sense. I can read when it's right to put the camera outwards and when it's not. Weird. I think I might have. This is why I'm like very careful right now. I'm looking for, where's the thing? Over here. Ah, maybe this is where the place is supposed to be. Hey, I'm back. I'm alive. Don't worry. I haven't been kidnapped or anything like that, okay? Right. There was just a moment of lag, everyone. I don't know what happened. Actually, it wasn't lag, it was the app crashed. I've never actually seen the app like crash the way it did, so maybe those Yakuza have some kind of special device. Let me this is trying to be Dotonbori, I guess. Yakuza territory. I can hear some karaoke going on in the back. Tell me how long the stream's been playing for, because obviously I've had to restart and I don't know how long the stream has played for, has been running for. You see, I'm pretty sure that around here normally there's I think we're getting to it now. There's some sort of street food vendors that sell Hakata ramen. I had Hakata ramen here last time. It was pretty good, but nothing like the meal that I've had today. The meal that I had today was just otherworldly. 51 minutes, okay. Pretty nice stream. I'm happy. I like streaming. I like having a little chat with you guys and showing you things. So this is a very popular area of Fukuoka. More or less what it's like. I remember sitting here, it was loads of fun. Last time I had a beer here, I had some food. There's only one, you see? This little area here. Pretty cool. Stall here. Very nice. Usually there's loads of them. But maybe it's just a little bit late now. Or have things changed since COVID? That's the other question. It's quite a cool view, actually. It looks like the quieter version of Osaka. Yeah, kind of. That's kind of it, right? Okay, that's a very good question, Japan Ichiban, regarding traveling. Me personally, I would probably fly, especially if you just forward your luggage to your next hotel in advance. Then you don't have to check in your big luggage, and you can literally arrive an hour before, and probably will take maybe 1 hour to fly into Fukuoka. Then from Fukuoka airport to Hakata station, it's only 7 minutes on the train. I kid you not, 7 minutes on the train. So you could probably, in theory, do everything in 2 hours, including getting to the airport and everything. You know, like leave, or 2.5 hours. I would say 2.5 hours probably. Wow, cool people. Wow. Very cool. Don't copyright me, don't copyright strike me. This is a live performance. Whoa. It's so good, it's gonna copyright strike me. It's the motherfucker thing, down to you know a motherfucker thing. Fantastic, right? Domestic flights are so easy. First of all, like, you don't even need your passport. It's crazy. I flew with Anna from Tokyo to Ishigaki, and then I flew from Ishigaki to Fukuoka with Peach Airlines. They didn't ask for my passport. All I just needed to show was like the QR code that I received in an email from Peach Airlines. And yeah, pretty quick, very, very quick. So, and also another interesting thing is that domestically, you can actually like take water. Like, you know, normally in international flights, you need to you can't take water in through security. Well, you can in domestic flights, which was kind of interesting also. But yeah, obviously it depends on the destination where you're going. Many factors, how big the airport is. Tokyo airport being quite big, I think it took a little bit longer than Ishigaki, which is quite a small airport. But generally, I think you could definitely I would say half an hour max security, really. Hey David, how you doing? Yeah, flying domestic in Japan is ridiculously easy, is what I've learned, and quite on time from my experience. Obviously, what I would suggest to anybody who's going to do it for the very first time is the very first time that you do it, treat it like a normal international flight and arrive with plenty of time, just so that you sort of figure out how things work. But now that for example, now that I know how to do it with Peach Airlines, I'm quite confident that I can do it, arriving maybe an hour and a half before the flight, I would say max. Okay, check it out. I'm gonna come here tomorrow evening, I think. So I would say JJI, if you're flying you arrive an hour and a half before, it takes an hour to fly, that's 2.5 hours. And then you'd be in the city in 15-20 minutes after arriving, so maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours max in total. So you'll be saving yourself like an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours. Yeah, with Peach Airlines, you only need to be through security half an hour before your flight. So check it out, pretty cool, these little stalls, right? Very cool. So Peach Airlines, as long as you're through security half an hour before the flight, you're good. But obviously if you're checking in bags, then it's a whole different thing, which is why I think that a combination of luggage forwarding and taking hand luggage would work super well, I went to one of these a few years back. I wonder if I can go back into my video library and figure out which one it was. Let me just clean the lens. That's right, that's where I am, JJI. So good. So good. 英語上手です。
上手です。どうぞ。English.
I've eaten already. Tomorrow, 明日来ます。どうも。It's pretty cool little tree of lots of little eating places. Check out the menu here. I did. It's my new thing. It's my new thing, Alan. My new thing is to Eigo Jozu before they say Nihongo Jozu to me. I want to beat them at saying the Jozu. I love it. It's quite fun. It's a cool vibe. This is quite a lot of them actually. Let's carry on walking. Check this out. You can have like a 750 yen, 1,000 yen. This reminds me of a street that I went to in Cambodia actually. Yeah, it's a race to who can Yozu first, right? Actually, you know what? I think that it really encourages them a lot when they speak a little bit of English. You say Eigo Jozu, and they light up. You know, they feel maybe that's what they needed. You know, just to hear the Jozu. Watashi Nihongo Jozu. Jozukoshi. They really do. Yeah, honestly, they really just need just a tiny little bit of encouragement, and then they, you know, obviously depends, but usually just a little bit of encouragement, and before you know it, they're just trying, at least trying, you know, like me. I mean, I don't speak perfect Japanese at all. I think that my problem is now that I've mastered a few phrases and I sound far more competent than what I really am. So that's my main issue right now. I say something and then people speak to me like full on sentences. But my listening has and is improving, and I have been making it a point of learning new things. Mainly when I speak to people, I just sort of like when I have a conversation, like a half Japanese, half English conversation with people, and I don't know a word, I'll just ask them, how do you say this in Japanese? And that's how I learn. Oh, look at this, Canal City. Now this looks rather epic. I don't know if this was here last time, but maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, can't remember. Looks pretty cool though. It's quite warm though. You know, yesterday I went to an izakaya. I left everything behind. My phone was doing something weird because I dropped it in the ocean, as I mentioned before. Long story short, I dropped my phone in Phantom Island Ocean. Just for like a split second, I picked it up, and ever since my depth sensors of my phone don't work, which means that Face ID doesn't work now, which means that every single time I need to do anything on my phone, I need to put in the password. It's a nightmare. But at least my phone is working. And the other thing is that every now and then I get this notification saying that I can't charge my phone. And last night, that's what happened. I had a notification that I couldn't charge my phone. So I went out and had a few drinks without anything. I just didn't take anything with me other than my passport. And I swear that the people that were in this little bar that I went to in Ishigaki, they just looked like famous people. You know, they just had famous people vibes. I didn't really want to ask. They said they were from Texas, but they looked like action heroes. Sort of people. Or at least stuntmen or something, I don't know. But, yep. And the thing is about the dropping the phone in the ocean thing is, I want to sit, I don't know if it's too dark. Is it too dark for me to sit down here on a step and talk to you? But the thing is that it's a little bit dark, isn't it? But the thing is that I had not used my phone in the whole freaking day. I had kept it in my bag in a locker in the boat, and I only took it out for like 10 minutes, and that's when that happened. So yeah, anyway, I need to check it out with Apple, because I don't know, I thought Apple phones were supposed to be waterproof. What's all that about? Number one, I've never had any issues with water ingress, and I had my phone repaired, and I've got a feeling that they just didn't repair it properly or seal the phone properly, and that's a result of why water went into the phone. So yeah, because I haven't dropped it, I'm very careful with my phone. It was only repaired like a month ago. It was repaired like literally 4 weeks ago, the week before I came to Japan. They repaired my phone through an official app, you know, an Apple store repaired my phone. And obviously they didn't do a very good job of sealing my phone. So now when I get back, I want to fight that with them, you know. But apparently you don't, they say that if there's water ingress, you don't have a warranty or whatever. But I don't know, anybody had any luck with that? The lighting looks okay. Maybe professional wrestlers? Maybe, I don't know, but they had some, they were quite buff. WWE is touring in Japan at the moment. Maybe. Yeah, I can charge it wirelessly, but I don't have a wireless charger. At the moment it's working. It's just every so often, randomly I just get a water has been detected, it's not safe to charge your phone. But that was last night, and since then it's been fine. So oh, your new phone, the Fold, you need to be super careful with the Fold, huh? So maybe they were WWF people. Seriously, they were like these people were not normal people. You know what I mean? People are not normal. People are not normally like. Okay guys, I'm back. Prism just keeps on crashing on me. Literally just, I don't know if it's as a result of the water in the phone, but Prism keeps on crashing for no reason. Yeah. Thank God it's not your Wi-Fi. Dude, worse, it's my phone. Wrestlers are awesome. And I want to wrestle friends, I swear. Right guys, let me just turn things around. I'm to the bridge where the beatboxer was, and I'm probably going to end the stream. It's been over an hour. Oh no, I hope that mine survives until I get back home. It seems to be fine, to be honest. Like even the ultra wide, the wide lens originally, it was all like fogged up, but that's fixed itself now. So it's the wide lens is working again. Let me show you. So I'm gonna go into the wide lens now, so you can see what I mean, how well it's working. Hold on. So this is the wide lens. Lens is perfect. Let me just clean it up. There you go. So that is basically fixed. So what is next after Fukuoka? After Fukuoka, I'm going to Miyazaki and Oita. Miyazaki and Oita. I'm spending 3 days in each for a total of 9 days. So 3 days Fukuoka, 3 days. Stigmatism. That's because I was trying to pretend that my lens was broken. But and rest up. If you haven't watched my Happy Gaijin vlog, please check it out. It's Okinawa. It's freaking beautiful. It's like every scene in that vlog is pretty spectacular. If you like beautiful beaches, virgin islands and that kind of thing. I don't remember there being so many like billboards in Fukuoka last time I was here. Last time I was here, I think was I want to say 2017. 2017 probably was the last time I was here. So quite a while back, really. Things change. How much American influence is there in Okinawa? I was in Ishigaki and I would say 1% or 0%, 1% because it was a McDonald's, but that's it. Ishigaki is definitely a place where like local domestic tourism goes rather than like international. There's no American base or anything like that. There's very little American influence. So. Okay guys, I am gonna have to leave you here. I'm gonna figure out how to get back to my hotel, hopefully get a train or a taxi or whatever. It's been a long day of travel. It's been fun. Thank you so much everyone for joining me. Thanks for the super chat earlier on. Arigato gozaimasu. I'll try to keep you in the loop, either through Instagram or on here. Thanks so much, Ario, for sharing it with me. I will try to check it out because, yeah, it's always good to know people here. And if you have any recommendations of things that you think I should be doing here whilst I am in Fukuoka, let me know on the Discord. Take care, everyone. Stay positive and be a happy gaijin. Good night. Peace.